Hey everyone, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome. We have hit the milestone. This is episode 100 of Gran Turismo 2. So, dude, we've actually been playing this for a fucking long time. I just realized that. It really has been a long haul, but I'm enjoying the shit out of it, and I'm glad that you guys are too. So, in light of that, we are doing a new cup race today. I don't know what that is, though. So let's see if we can find ourselves a Pulsar in the old Nissan land of things. Do they even, where would I even find one of those? They're obviously not in here. Oh my god, there are a lot of cars in here. Jeez! And like 90% of them are all Skylines, but that's okay. So, what do we got in here? Is there anything? There we are. There's one. Excelente. It looks like a little Honda hatchback. Like, it looks like the same thing. Then again, it probably is the same thing. I mean, all these, you know, all these Japan. Why can't I say Japan? Why aren't these Japanese cars? My God, I can't fucking say anything today. It's so stupid. They all just look the same to me. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. But they all have that same look. Like, every hatchback looks the same, and every fucking mid-size sedan looks the same thing to me. By the way, Chip Kelly and his offense with the Eagles is absolutely insane. And me being a Duck fan, that's like the greatest thing in the world for me to see. I fucking love that. There's nothing better than seeing your former head coach, especially a coach that you liked. Like, if it was a guy that you fucking hated, and then he went off somewhere else, then it wouldn't be so bad. But this is like the best thing for me, seeing a coach that made my college team the best that it's ever been, really, and now seeing him completely kicking everybody's ball sacks in at the pro level is so awesome. So that's awesome. That's been like the one thing that's made my week, or my last span of like 24 to 48 hours actually, you know, able to be tolerated, because I have had a shitty weekend. I told you guys yesterday in my episode of Max Payne 3 that my grandma got admitted to the hospital because they thought that she may have had a stroke, but I finally found out about that today, that she's actually in stable condition and she might even be able to go home tomorrow, which is really good. I mean, that's definitely a good thing, but my God, that scared the shit out of me. Especially, like, you know, being on the way home from my friend's wedding, you know, being in a good mood and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden, hey, you need to come down to the hospital. Like, that's not the words you want to hear when you're in, like, a previously pretty good mood, and all of a sudden you're like, ah. Wow, they only won by 6 points, ironically. They were kicking the shit out of the Redskins, and they only won by 6 points. How weird. After a complete domination of that magnitude, and they only won by 6 points. Huh. But yeah, so that happened. So she's going to probably be able to go home tomorrow, which is good. So, I mean, that'll be some, you know, gray hairs turned back to normal color. But then I found out this morning that my cousin Corey, she totaled her car last night when she was driving home from somewhere. I don't know where she was driving home from, but she got in like a kind of like a semi head-on collision and totaled her car, and so she like sprained her neck and she sprained her shoulder, and she had like some whiplash stuff going on, and she has like some crazy chemical burns like on her chest and her neck, and so that's all bad. But she's alive, and so that's, you know, that's the most important thing above everything else, is that even though her car is, you know, pretty much in shambles somewhere, she's at least, you know, completely intact, no broken bones, no disfigurations, outside of some, you know, chemical burns that will definitely heal on their own, I'm sure. But I mean, that's not good, man. Just fucking, it's like one thing after another thing. Just nobody seems to be catching a break anywhere. Ugh. And then my uncle got his laptop stolen over the weekend too, so it's like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody, you know? Like, and my uncle's crippled, and so he was at his apartment, and he was going to take a shower, and while he was in the shower, somebody broke into his place and stole his laptop out of his room. And it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, really? You're gonna steal from a crippled guy? Really? That's what you're gonna do? You fucking cowardice douchebag. It's so stupid. And, like, he lives in, like, a little fourplex, and, like, the people that live nearby, like, they all know him, and they all know what's going on. And, like, I totally feel like it was one of those people, because, like, you wouldn't just randomly break into that place. I mean, it's a kind of a secluded area, so I feel like whoever broke into it, like, obviously knew that they could get away with it, because, I mean, the only people that know that he's crippled are the people that live there, and I have this weird feeling that it had to have been somebody, like, one of the other tenants in there. They knew that he was, you know, that he was indisposed, and they knew that he was crippled, so that if they were to break in and try to steal with it, they'd totally get away with it, because it's not like he's going to be able to chase him. And, like, when I found out about that, it just fucking pissed me off. It's like, really? You have that little amount of moral fiber that you're going to steal from a guy that has no ability to defend himself unless he was going to fucking shoot you in the face, which I wish he would have. Because he definitely has a couple of guns. I mean, let's not forget about that. Oh, no. 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 Yes! Yeah! That's what you get for trying to cut me off, you little bastard, you. Whew. Whew. Jean-Claude Van Damme's double helix butt plugs. We won the damn race. And that's all that matters. Woo, boy. Got a little bit, got my britches all up in a twist there for a second. I thought that was going to be bad. But me and the Pulsar, we have become victorious. Bump, 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 notorious. Even though it was victorious, but that's just, you know. Oh, Houston's in the red zone. Please let Arian Foster score. That's what I need right now. Tate? Why the fuck is Tate in? Fucking Tate. I hate that guy. Guy's stealing all of my thunder. Not like I'm going to win this week anyways. My fantasy team has already gone to shit and back as it is. But, you know. Ooh, Stratos. I wonder if there's a race for that. I think I've already looked for that before. But I feel like... better question is, what company even makes that goddamn car? There ain't no gas in that damn car. Now who makes this thing? Lancia, okay. Well, it says that that's in West City, isn't it? It sure is. So it's just a Delta Cup, huh? So I can just sell that thing then. I don't actually need it. Oh god, okay. Hold on. Do I still probably have that car then, don't I? I sure do. Okay, well let's get into that real quick. I don't know why I didn't do the actual thing with that yet. Why did I not do that? What the fuck was I thinking? I could have done that a long time ago. Okay, so let's get the stuff for that. So yeah, that was what the hell? So I have all that. Oh, that's why. Well, god damn it. That's why I couldn't do it. I knew there was a reason for that. I just couldn't remember what it was. The fuck is that? Oh, yeah, we're not gonna deal with that right now. Well, how about the Europa? Is there anything we can do with this? Let's go make a trip up to Lotus. See what we can do. So yeah, for lack of a better word, I have not had a very good week end. Like, the wedding was fun. I didn't really get to talk about that very much, just because Max Payne 3 is not exactly the kind of game where you have a lot of room to talk about stuff. So, I mean, it was fun. We were out there for fucking 5.5 hours, but it was fun, nonetheless. What do we have in Toyota? We haven't really done much in Toyota yet. In Alteza. We could do something with that, possibly. You know what? We're going to do something with that. I really want to do something with the Alteza, especially because it's my mom's car. My mom has a Lexus IS 400, which is the luxury version of Toyota, essentially. And those cars are fucking awesome. Like, I want to have one of those. Like, I'm supposed to actually get my mom's when she decides to get a different car. I don't know why the hell you'd ever want a different car outside of that, but she does at some point, and so she told me that when she gets rid of it, I can totally have it, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, that's way better than what I'm using right now. I mean, I love my 93 bummy-ass Honda Accord as much as the next guy, but there's a certain point where you're just like, hey, fucking see you later. Alright, let's bump it up to 316, good old Good old Austin 316. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna crack a couple of beers with my face and drink them. I'm all hot right now. This is just not good. I'm all hot and bothered, and I don't mean in the sense that I'm horny, because I'm not, because that'd be really awkward for you guys and for everybody else. So let's do this thing. Ow. How are you guys doing, by the way? Thought I'd ask you guys that. I feel like I haven't really been communicating with you guys very much lately. It feels weird, and I feel kind of bad for it too. Like I feel like I've had so much shit going on lately that I feel like I'm just like caught up in my own world, and I just don't even know what the hell's going on. Like I feel like I'm kind of like going through the motions almost. It's weird. Like I've got so much going on with work and like other. Well, I've got my stuff going on with work, and I had all the stuff of, you know, preparation for my friend's wedding, and I had like my softball league stuff going on, and I've had, you know, the YouTube stuff going on, both of them, by the way, because I've got my I have my sports channel with my brother that we're doing, so I've had to deal with that at the same time as this, and it's been really hard. I feel like there's been a couple of times that my head was just gonna fucking explode or something, but now we're kind of getting to a point where things are calming down a little bit. The wedding's over. I mean, the other YouTube channel thing's going to be going on all college season, so that's just what that is. But things aren't quite as hellish right now, so I feel like I'll be able to kind of slow my roll a little bit. The biggest thing, though, that I've come to the conclusion of is that I think for me to be the most productive with my channel, I need to not have like 4 different series going on. That's just... I think for me, that's one thing that I can't do. I don't know if I have like the open time in my schedule for that. And I think it'll also be better for you guys too. And I'm sure that you guys will agree with me, because I know that you guys, you know, when you do like some of those games that are like that intermediate to long length, like you want to be able to get through them as quickly as you can. Oh no. Well, there's that. That was going to happen at some point, I guess. It wasn't that bad, though, actually. Imagine the rush you would get, like, being in the car while your car is spinning out like that, going 100+ miles an hour. That'd be pretty unnerving for me. Oh, God, here we go. Now my car is popping off, saying, oh, fuck you, I don't want to drive regular. Oh, come on. I'm waiting for a text from Amanda right now. That girl's a cutie. But I think that when you get games like that are long, you want to try to find a way to get them done as quickly as possible, so that way you're not kind of like stuck in a lull of you know, having your, you know, where you kind of get stuck in the monotony of doing the same games over and over again. Like, people want to see new stuff. I want to give you guys new stuff, but I kind of feel like when I'm doing so many different series at the same time, because I'm doing this game, and I'm doing Rift, and I'm doing Max Payne 3, and I'm also doing Gauntlet Dark Legacy. God damn it! So now all of a sudden this car can't even control itself. All of a sudden now it's going to spin out on every turn, huh? That's how we're going to do this, I guess. But when you're doing, you know, games like that, I feel like people start to kind of lose a little bit of interest, because it takes so long to get through everything. And I think that what I want to do when I get done with this giant wave of games that I'm kind of locked up in right now is I kind of want to move to doing just 2 games, or maybe even just like do a couple where I'm doing just 1 game even would be kind of good for a while, because it allows people to, like, it keeps everything fresh. I feel like when you do 4 games like that, it just, you know, people are like, oh my god, we're only on like episode 11 of this, and it's been going on for like, you know, a month and a half already. Like, that's something that I've always feared with doing long series, is when you get to that point, people are like, oh my god, the series is still going on, what the hell? Okay, don't spin out, don't spin out, thank you god. Here we go, all I gotta do is I gotta cut him off at the pass! Ooh. No, don't spin out, oh my god, I thought we were gonna do it again. No, yes. It was like a mini orgasm. It's just like knowing that you finally won that race the way that you were supposed to the whole time. Bum 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 balloon. What doth my brother want? Good, I'll be ready. When those guys come back, I'll be ready. Okay, well, we win. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh my god, it is hot in here. Dude, it's getting weird now. It's getting... Like, I've only been home. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. And I'm home, and it's already dark outside. That is weird to me. Like, the whole summer thing, you know, where it's... Oh my god, the sun's gonna come up at fucking 5:50 in the morning, and it's gonna go down at like 9:30 or whatever. Like, that was weird for me for a while, but now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, we're gonna start getting dark at 7. That's gonna throw me off for some time, and I'm not really down. I'm down with it because I like the darkness. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it. What the fuck did he say? What did he say? Molded by it? Molded by it. Something like that. I don't even remember. I don't do a very good Bane impression. Oh, dude, my brother sent me a picture. It was fucking hilarious, especially for you guys that like King of the Hill. I wonder if I still have it in here. Oh, I don't, but I saved it on my phone. It was oh, where the fuck is my gallery at? Here we go. Where did it go? It's here somewhere. In the downloads? Yeah. He sent me a picture, and it's Hank Hill with like this like respirator mask on. It says, "But you merely adopted the propane. I was born in it, molded by it." I thought it was hilarious. You know, whatever. It may not be as funny to you guys, but I thought it was funny. So that's all that matters, that I thought it was funny. Just because, I don't know, King of the Hill may be one of my favorite shows of all time, which is saying a lot, because I have a lot of favorite shows, but, so I'm thinking we're going to need to put maybe one extra level of turbo in here, and I don't really care. I mean, still got just under 2 million bucks. So, what's going to happen next time, because we run out of time for this episode. This was a dandy 100th episode. A little bit low-key, though. I was, like, trying to, like, plan something big for it, but I don't really know what you could do that would be big for it, outside of just being like, 100th episode! Yay! Let's play. That's all I could really imagine doing. So, when we come back on the 101 Dalmatians episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, we are going to do the racing version of the Alteza Cup, and then we're going to move on from there. So, what percent are we sitting on right now? 68%. We're getting there, my friends. It's been a long process, but we're still moving along. We're doing well. So, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.